but it's a record that I hope will be not only appreciated for its musical quality, but I'm hoping that it will influence other bands in the way that it will. The sonics of this record is a whole different world than most of what you hear out there today. Even metal records, they sound really plastic, you know. They all sound like they've been made inside of a digital box, and there are too few records that it's all this emphasis on authenticity and, you know, what you say, the way you look, the length of your hair and all that, and at the same time these bands and their fans, they get away with a very processed sound. And how is that possible? Well, it's because there's no emphasis, no focus on that, and there's very little appreciation and understanding of the real value of sonics. And especially in a world where everything is so accessible, you know, you can watch your football game, get a recipe, news documentary, listen to a record, talk to someone on the other side of the world with your Skype app on your smartphone. You can do everything on your smartphone. Book a trip to the other side of the world with your smartphone. But what you can't do with your smartphone is that you cannot get like full audio quality. And we always discuss, you know, the convenience of modern day technology, but we don't discuss how it compromises many things. And one of the things that it does compromise is audio quality in music. So people spend, you know, hundreds of thousands, you know, trying to create a great sound, and very few care. And it's interesting because I keep saying about this record is that if we did record these songs like all digital and, you know, computer-based recording like most bands do, the songs would be the same, but of course they wouldn't, you know, because the language of these songs is very much based around the sonics and what they communicate. A huge part of that is the sound, and it's not that we've done anything unique, it's just that what we've done in working with this record is what everyone used to do a long time ago, and what once used to be normal is so hard to do because studios are not even set up to do that anymore. So it took us 6 months to record this album, but it's well worth it. And I think that the patience that we showed during the process was also important. One example that I've used sometimes is like how some of the equipment that we wanted to use was really, from a sonic point of view, it was the best choice, but we knew we would run into trouble, and then we decided to do it anyway, and we did run into trouble, and then we had many days and nights of frustration and lots of money spent on trying to make things work. And during the process, you ask yourself, like, you know, is the difference really that big? Is this worth the time spent and all this frustration and irritation? Because that can also, you know, affect you in a bad way. But you know, you think to yourself, it's probably worth it. And now that it's finished, that's the way I feel. It was worth it.